Okay, the title of this video is, if they can make law enforcement turn, what chance does your doctor have? Yeah, aha, chud. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah. Now, they use love, yeah, to make law enforcement turn up. Yeah? What do I mean by that? When a woman starts to have feelings from you and that, then those who are watching her mind at the time can get upset with you, and then they start to turn up. They don't just turn up alone, they turn up with law enforcement. Now what takes a law enforcement man or woman at that to agree to turn up and terrorize the next man? If law enforcement are carrying out terrorist acts, then what chance does the innocent have? Who's supposed to be defending us from behavior like that? The same reason that makes people commit suicide is the same reason why law enforcement is turning on us. You favor, you're affiliated to, you empathize with them. You empathize with those who are jealous of our lives, those who don't want things to progress the way the Almighty likes. So if a woman sees me and gets attracted to me, just like birds and bees, they do every time, homie. So what's wrong with that? Yeah? If another person thinks that he has a problem with that, then that's just jealousy. Things were meant to be. Yeah? Then how can you say, I don't want you to be with that man? Yeah? Because I just don't want to agree to it. Yeah? Are you the one whose pussy I'm gonna visit at that time? No. Yeah? So that's what bachelor life is like. You doll yourself up to look like a doll, and you go out there and hope that woman will take to that. And when they do, that's success that you have. And then somebody else says, no, I don't want to visualize the success you have, because in my life right now, it's just not right for me, for you and you to be together like you like. Like you like. Anyway, so then this person feeling like that goes and talks to somebody who's in law enforcement and that, and says, well, this woman that I have in my life, I'm not dealing with her, she's just an acquaintance of mine, but she has fallen in love with somebody that I don't like. So can you turn up and just like visually intimidate that one so that he stays away from her? So, and then law enforcement agrees to do them one. You agree to commit a terrorist act on us. So how are we supposed to indulge in what we call courtship of that type? Because courtship that is different from that would involve rape culture, and I'm not into that. I like to respect a woman, to respect what she likes, to try and be what she likes, so that she can take to man. So how can you, law enforcement, see I'm doing it right, and then say to yourself, well, just because somebody that I like doesn't like the prospect of you being with that girl, I'm gonna turn up and commit a terrorist act on you. So they make law enforcement turn on us, yeah, to commit terrorist acts on us. So what chance does your doctor have? Yeah, if they can make law enforcement do that with crying, yeah, because of love, what chance does your doctor have? I'm thinking they can make your doctor use the nocebo effect, which is the opposite of placebo. The nocebo effect is essentially witchcraft. If placebo is the healing type, nocebo is the direct opposite to that, then that is witchcraft. That's the witchcraft that they do. Yeah? That's what they do to us. So now, to convince your doctor to do nocebo on you, I'm sure that won't be as hard as convincing law enforcement to go against their principles of upholding the law and enforcing that, because the only creed that doctors live by is the Hippocratic one. Law enforcement get trained and they're given a creed to serve and protect, yeah, to bring justice into this world. But if they can turn because of love, yeah, love seems to be something that everybody's using as a way out, a way of breaking your oath, and what you believe in life. Yeah. So I'm thinking when rewind. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. When Hippocrates came up with his oath, he never envisaged love. Yeah. He never thought to himself that if I come up with this oath, then people will switch because of love. So he came up with an oath telling people you must never use your expertise and what you've learned from that against people or to do them harm. But he never said anywhere in his oath that he made up that considerations, exception to the rule, is if you do it because of love. He just said a blanket ban. Never use your expertise and the practices that you have to harm another human being. Yeah? But for love, you're willing to break the Hippocratic oath that you made. So this is the message that I have. Remember, I told you, if you have a life similar to mine, then this is useful advice. You're targeted. Every time success comes in your life, somebody sees it as a problem, and law enforcement is willing to turn up. If you see law enforcement willing to turn up when you haven't committed a crime, then you have to be weary of doctors, not because they don't know what they're doing, not because science is wrong, not because of that. Yeah, it's because of the nocebo effect. They can convince them to do the same. They can convince them to turn up and tell you that you have a disease. Yeah, make you lame. Yeah, by just suggesting it to you as a trusted figure that you believe in. So for this reason, that's why I advise people to avoid seeing a doctor, yeah, for any little ailment that you have. Whenever you start to feel a pain in your body, yeah, and you acknowledge that, you must concentrate on something else in life. Yeah, like I always give this example on that. I'm feeling a pain in my leg, yeah, but I busy my mind with something else. It's the placebo effect. Even science knows it works. So I'm not chatting shit. You can check it out. Google that, Placebo or CEBO, placebo. So your mind is like that. Even consciousness is a trick. It's a trick of the mind. Yeah, even everything you see is a trick of the mind. Everything that heals you is gonna be a trick of the mind. So I'm feeling a pain in my leg at the time, and I said to myself, I'm gonna block everything out. I'm gonna block everything out of my mind and just concentrate on this lighter that I have. Yeah, concentrate on it. But then you hear the pain telling you, you hear your mind telling you, but you've got a pain, deal with it. Just say, I'm concentrating on the lighter right now. Concentrate so hard that all you see in your mind is the lighter right now. When another voice comes into your mind that tells you to do something else other than concentrate on the pain that you have, then of course busy yourself with that. So let's say I'm concentrating on this, and then something says, oh shit, I need to go to the toilet. Then you concentrate on going to the toilet and doing a piss. Yeah. And then something says, oh shit, I need to go and fuck that girl. Then busy yourself with anything other than the pain on your mind. Yeah. Make sure you don't think about the pain in your mind, and eventually your body will start to know that there is no pain there. This is what I practice in life. And of course, you be careful. You know what you know in life. So if you know that when you freeze your balls off, you're gonna catch some kind of disease like pneumonia and die, then you try not to expose yourself to the cold, because you know that that is nocebo, because you know cold kills. So the things you know that are harmful to you, of course, use your wisdom and ignore those. Don't be a fool. Yeah. But when you have a pain but you have no idea what it is, don't find out what it is, and in fact ignore it, and the placebo will take effect. That's if you're a victim like me. That's if you're victimized. But if you don't have this problem in your life where law enforcement doesn't want you to have, because another person that they like is jealous of what you have, if you don't have that problem, then go and see a doctor when you feel pain. I advise you to do that. Go and do that straight. But when you're in a problem, in a situation like I have in my life, where even law enforcement have been convinced to turn on you, like, then this tune is going back to the end, so I'm gonna have to start again. with a third verse. Yeah, I won't make it long this time because I only give you 3 verses. So, if you're in a situation where you don't have the problems that targeted persons have, and everything for you works, and the people that you have that are personal to you, yeah, those who are seeing into your mind are happy with you, then you have to go with the generally accepted view of life. And when you feel a pain, have your physician check it out, and whatever he advises, you go with his advice. But then you heal, because science works. The science works. The only thing that doesn't work is the vindictive mind. As soon as you suspect that your doctor can be switched, because you've seen law enforcement switch, and they're very, very hard to switch. So if they can switch law enforcement and make them carry out a terrorist act, they can make your doctor terrorize you in the same way as that. So when this has happened to you, yeah, then you avoid going to the doctor for as long as you can. Yeah, if this advice appears to be right in your life, then follow that. But if you're not in the same predicament that I have, then I advise you, I'm the first one to tell you, whenever you feel any kind of pain, go to the doctors that you have. Yeah, but if you can't trust them, not because of the medicine that they have, but because they are people in your personal life who are always watching your personal life, yeah, the things of your mind, and are jealous of that. They're trying to dictate your life to become what they want you to be, and you're resisting that. Then I don't advise you to see any conventional doctor of any type. If I was you, I would learn how to connect with nature, and that learn how to listen to the natural forces that we have, the trees, the rocks, and the rivers and mountains out there. So learn how to listen to those things. Learn how to the other day I was looking at the mushrooms in this country that I'm in, and basically there's mushrooms that heal things. There's not just magic mushrooms that give you hallucinations. There's mushrooms that have medicinal properties, and they're used for that. So learn these things that we know to heal, and then go and find these things yourself, and be careful in the same way. Don't go into a patch that you know that the government would approach if law enforcement has been forced to encroach on your mind and your thoughts. So you try and find a neutral zone. Try and do things erratically and randomly. Walk around, and if you see a mushroom that you know to have healing properties, then you can deal with that and heal yourself. But mushrooms are very dangerous. If you get the wrong one, and they all look alike, the wrong one can kill you quick. It can kill you fast. So you better be careful when you practice natural medicine and that. So I advise the natural route, because on earth the plants and vegetation don't belong to no one. They belong to the earth, and if you can find something that can heal you from nature, then do that. That's what I advise at this time. But if you are the accepted ones, this message is not for you. Use what the doctor has. So I'm gonna cut this tune, yeah, and yeah, remember my advice. If my advice starts to look like I'm chatting shit, go to the doctor quick. You know why? That's a window opener. They're trying to convince you to turn against me. They're afraid of my influence. Somebody who's your controller is afraid of losing your heart and mind, and basically this is an opportunity. You can tell them then, okay, prove to me that he's wrong. I've got this pain, let me go to the doctor, see if he can heal that. If he heals that, then I'll stop following, man. Yeah, and then when they do heal you, then you stop following me, because now they've had to heal you. I don't want followers, you see. I just want you to be happy. So whatever works in your life, do that, even if what works in your life is not